Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today we're taking a journey through the pages of a truly eye-opening book, Crimes and Cover-Ups in American Politics, 1776 to 1963, by Donald Jeffries. This isn't just another history book. It's a bold exploration of the hidden truths and inconvenient realities that have been swept under the rug of conventional history. Now, when we think of American history, certain figures and events immediately come to mind. The Founding Fathers, the Civil War, World Wars I and II, and of course the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. But what if I told you that the stories we've been told about these pivotal moments are not as straightforward as they seem? Jeffries takes us on a journey that challenges everything we think we know. Let's start with the Founding Fathers. We've been taught to revere them as the architects of democracy, but Jeffries doesn't shy away from highlighting their flaws. Take Thomas Jefferson, for example. While he penned the Declaration of Independence, he was also a slave owner. But Jeffries goes further, questioning the narrative that Jefferson was a racist. He argues that Jefferson's views on slavery were complex, and that he was, in fact, one of the strongest voices against it in his time. This is just one example of how Jeffries encourages us to look beyond the surface and question the motives behind the historical accounts we've been given. Now let's talk about the Civil War. We've been told it was a war fought to end slavery, but Jeffries presents a different perspective. He argues that the war was as much about power and control as it was about freedom. He delves into the atrocities committed by Union troops, painting a picture of a conflict that was far from the noble crusade we've been led to believe. From the burning of southern cities to the brutal treatment of civilians, Jeffries doesn't hold back in detailing the horrors of war. And then there's Abraham Lincoln, the man often hailed as the savior of the Union. Jeffries challenges this image, highlighting Lincoln's authoritarian tendencies. He points out that Lincoln suspended habeas corpus, arrested political opponents, and censored the press. These actions, Jeffries argues, were not those of a democratic leader but of a tyrant. It's a sobering reminder that the victors often write history, and Lincoln's legacy is no exception. But Jeffries doesn't stop there. He takes us into the 20th century, examining the two world wars and the events that led up to them. He questions the official narrative surrounding these conflicts, suggesting that there were hidden agendas at play. For instance, he explores the possibility that the sinking of the Lusitania was a deliberate act to draw the United States into World War I. And he doesn't stop there, delving into the machinations that led to the attack on Pearl Harbor and the subsequent entry of the U.S. into World War II. Jeffries also shines a light on the Nuremberg trials, presenting them as a flawed attempt at justice. He argues that the trials were more about victor's justice than true accountability, highlighting the hypocrisy of punishing the defeated while ignoring the crimes committed by the Allies. And let's not forget the Lindbergh baby kidnapping. Jeffries presents a compelling case that the official story is riddled with inconsistencies and that Bruno Richard Hauptmann may have been wrongfully convicted. He delves into the details of the case, questioning the evidence and the motives of those involved. It's a fascinating exploration of one of the most infamous crimes in American history. But perhaps the most chilling part of Jeffries' book is his examination of government experimentation on human subjects. From the Tuskegee syphilis experiment to the CIA's MKULTRA program, Jeffries reveals a dark side of American history that is often overlooked. He argues that these experiments were not isolated incidents, but part of a larger pattern of abuse and cover-up. Now, I know this all sounds pretty heavy, but it's important to remember that history is not just a collection of dates and events. It's a complex tapestry of stories, and Jeffries is doing the crucial work of pulling back the curtain to reveal the hidden truths. His book is a call to action, urging us to question the narratives we've been given and to seek out the real stories behind the history we think we know. So, what can we take away from all of this? First and foremost, the importance of critical thinking. We must be willing to question the status quo and to seek out multiple perspectives. History is not static. It's a living, breathing entity that evolves as we uncover new information. In conclusion, Crimes and Cover-Ups in American Politics, 1776 to 1963, is a must-read for anyone interested in the true story of America It's a book that challenges, enlightens, and ultimately empowers us to think for ourselves. As we navigate the complexities of our world, let's remember the words of George Santayana. Those who do not remember the past are condemned to repeat it. Let's strive to be informed, engaged citizens who learn from the past to build a better future. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the pages of Donald Jeffries' book. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and leave a review. And don't forget to check out the book for yourself. Until next time, keep learning and keep questioning. This is BrightLearn, signing off. Stay curious, my friends.
Visit brightlearn.ai for more fascinating videos like this one, and naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage and breaking news on critical stories that keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.